Tuning in to the online broadcast network, Afterbuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. Afterbuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh yeah! Welcome everybody to another Mindy Project after show here at Afterbuzz TV. Season 4, episode 5, Stay at Home Milf. I am Cameron Lewis. April and Nicholas are off tonight, but we have a cornucopia of guests joining me on the show. Introduce yourselves. Let the people know who you are.
Hey guys, new face for you. This is Leslie Ambriz. You can find me on Twitter at Leslie M. Ambriz and tweet away funny things. I love it.
Yay. Hi everyone, I'm Allie Bertram. You can find me at Allie Bertram on Instagram and on Twitter. And yeah, I'm happy to be here.
And I'm Lucky Last Dan Babic, and you can find me on Instagram because I don't do Twitter. That's just a waste of time. I'm all about the pictures. So please find me on Instagram, direct message me at Dan Babic. That's DANBABIC, people.
That's right.
I know, bro.
And Allie is an extra special guest tonight. Is this your first Afterbuzz show?
Yeah, this is my very first time.
Oh, really?
Thank you guys.
So
Thanks
fun.
for being
Thanks
here
for
with
coming.
me. I appreciate it.
Losing your AfterBuzz virginity. How exciting. It's lost. It's gone.
Great group of people.
Never to
too.
come back again.
Now, is everybody here fans of the show? Everybody's been watching, keeping up with this season?
Huge
Oh,
fans.
definitely.
Yeah, I love it.
Any overall reactions? Any big changes that you guys have seen now that the show's on Hulu and not on Fox anymore?
Not that I can pinpoint.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I watch
just-
it
it's
on
kinda
my
flowed.
computer more.
Okay.
Realistically, like I watched
Fair.
it in bed this morning. You know, like it was great. I didn't have to go to my computer. I mean, I downstairs to the TV, so it was great.
I kind of feel like Mindy's even more just kind of like just says it how it is, I think, since it's moved online. I don't know, I think she was a little bit more restricted when it was on Fox. I think she's still the same, but I think she's even more carefree. Like, even if we saw this in tonight's episode, she was just kind of just whatever goes, says what she thinks, and is letting it all loose. I think even more so now that it's online rather than when it was on Fox.
I think so too, and I
Yeah.
think, but what I was worried about with the whole thing was that they were going to go really blue when they got on the internet. Like, I was worried that they would go crazy with the cursing, and all of a sudden we'd be watching an episode of Entourage or something, you know?
I definitely feel like with the subject matter, it's gotten, I don't know, they're doing more things that you wouldn't see on Fox.
Yeah.
Which is great, but they're not like full HBO with it or anything. So I think
Right.
I think it's a good mix.
Yeah, definitely. And it kind of stays to the character of the whole show, the character of Mindy. And how do you guys feel about the baby entering this season before we get into tonight's episode?
I like him.
Yeah?
He's precious, yeah.
Fan of Leo?
Yeah, he's like the perfect mix between Danny and Mindy. First looks-wise, because sometimes in shows, you know, they don't get the baby right. It's kind of like, oh, here's a Indian family with a white baby. All of a sudden, you're like, wait, what's going on? Who cast this? So I like that, first off. But just even the dynamic of bringing Leo in and seeing like how he's interacting or not interacting with Morgan, because Morgan's like, hey, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
I
Who's this other
love
guy?
that storyline. I think it's hilarious
In the
with
past
Morgan.
episode, yeah.
Like, so jealous. I love, like, from the get-go, the name, Leo, and she's like, Leonardo DiCaprio. And it's like, well, no. But, you know, it's so apparent they're different personalities. And I love the baby. I think they have so much to do with the baby storyline, and then like in years, if they keep going, which I hope they do, you know, the baby growing up and how to raise it. I mean, it's just everyday problems that people have, and it's nice to watch.
Yeah.
I'm down for the babies, but I'm not usually one for babies. I hate children. I hate them. I just think they're annoying.
Even
they cry.
Leo?
I'm not a huge fan of Leo individually, but I like what Leo brings to the table. I love seeing like Mindy struggling, and you know, I kind of because she's a funny mum.
Matching outfits.
I know the matching
I love
outfits.
the matching
matching
outfits are
outfits.
killer.
So
Amazing,
good.
but I just love seeing like the dynamic that it brings.
Yeah.
Leo individually for the tip, but I think like
has Leo even cried? Like, I think he's like the
No.
perfect baby.
think so.
He is
He's
the
never
chillest
cried.
baby.
Yeah.
that has ever existed.
She's they're scrubbing the floor, like they're doing everything, and the baby's just like chilling. Like I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's literally 2 pies in the oven, and he's sitting on a kitchen counter like, whatever.
How cool will it be when like Leo goes to school? Can you imagine like Mindy? Mindy would be like I'm picking you up from school, like Leo, like stuff mathematics. You don't need that in your life. We're going shopping. Like she's gonna be like. That's what my mum was like in like primary school. She used to come and pick me up and be like, Daniel has a dentist appointment today. You know, he's got some cavities that we need to sort out. And I'll be like, okay. And then she'll be like, yeah, I finished work early. We're going to go shopping. Going to go take you to the park. Let's go play PlayStation. So I feel like she'll be like that kind of mum, like really, really cool. So I can't wait to see that, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's hop into tonight's episode. Before we do, #ABTV Mindy Project on the Tweety machine. You're not going to find Dan there, but you can find him on Instagram. He's about the pictures.
I do have Twitter. I'll start using it just for the Mindy Project.
Please do.
It's at Dan Babic, then with an underscore, because some idiot stole my name. So I know, and they have like 3 followers, so it's like, give it up. Like, I've got more than you. Like, I'm the winner. But so it's at Dan Babic _ at the moment. So tweet us away, because live questions, we can get questions in, all of that. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so tonight we find Mindy as a stay-at-home mom for the first time officially. At the end of last week's episode, we see her kind of give in to her conversation with Danny. She doesn't want to go, or she wants to go back to work. She doesn't want to stay at home. She makes that concession. Tonight we see her at home for the first time. What do we think of Mindy as a stay-at-home mom?
Oh, I don't think it fits her, but I think she does a glamorous job at it. Just in that little montage we see of the different outfits, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and she's just working it. And that's the only line that she follows from, what is it, the Mamanista?
The Mamanista, which are there websites exist?
I think there are mom blogs, and it's like how to be like a fashionable mom, how to be like do it all. And I think every mom is different. I mean, I don't have kids, so I don't know, but I think she'll find her way if she does stay at home. I don't think she will, obviously, but I don't know. I think she was pretty good at the like. I loved how it opened, and she was just like she was like attentive to the baby, but did nothing else because that's what she thought. She's like, I just got to make sure this thing makes it through the day, and then like the house was a mess. Like I loved that. I think that's hilarious, you know, but. Yeah, now it'll be interesting.
And I did love at the start, we're kind of talking about, because Mindy's known for her one-liners. She just throws them out there. I love how she's like, being a mum's the best job in the world. All I have to do is feed it, because my boobs make food, and just kind of play with my kid.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I'll actually have a kid and be a stay-at-home dad. Like, but I don't think I can produce food, so I've actually got to make it food or get someone else to do that. But yeah, love Mindy, and I think she needs to go back to work, though.
Absolutely. No, I definitely think she does. I loved hearing Danny describe what it is exactly a stay-at-home mom does. Make the coffee, cook the duck, apparently, scrub the floors. It was like, really?
But and he had Ma, right? Like he idolizes his mother. So
it's very true.
She probably did all of that, you know? Like that's why he thinks those are all the jobs. Is because that's what he had, and that's how he knows it, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah. The K-cup and the coffee, that was...
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Hilarious.
Do you know what's funny? I didn't even know that was wrong because I don't drink coffee. So I thought I actually, when we were talking about it before and someone was telling me that was how funny that was, I thought, no, like, wasn't it like a new age type coffee thing? I didn't know. Like, I thought, oh, good Mindy. Like, I thought she was like, you know, like really stepping it up, and I thought that was her only victory for a day as a mum. So, I would probably be the same mum as Mindy. Well, the same. A dad similar to Mindy. Yeah. I don't even know what I just said then, but I would be a very, very bad parent. Let's just put it at that. What else did we like about the show? What do we think of when Danny took over and was a stay-at-home dad? How do we think he went?
I thought it was interesting how he had the second pie. That was probably my favorite part. When he drops the pie, he's making a pie, everything's going so swimmingly, he has a cable company on the phone, whatever, accidentally slips the pie into the trash can, you're like, got him. He can't do it, and then he pulls a second backup pie out of the oven. That was hilarious.
Only Danny.
Yeah, only Danny does that.
Danny.
I think he's hilarious. I think he would be a really good stay-at-home dad. Yeah. I mean, I think he got overwhelmed, but I think he would actually it would be interesting if he didn't work and then kind of just kept the thing going.
I think so.
I think
just kind of have Mom come and clean for him every now and then.
I think it would be funny.
Or even like if they introduce like a really funny maid character to kind of help Danny out, or like a stay-in nanny, I think that'd be hilarious.
I'm hoping that Ma comes back in that role, and I think that might happen. Dan, what did you think of Danny?
Oh, well, I thought it was just a bit boring, to be honest, because he just did it all so perfect. But then we obviously found out that he got some help from his mum. But I'm into him going back to work as well. I want them both to go back to work. And then I want like a really like funny and quirky new character to come in who's like the nanny. That's what I really want. Like maybe we get someone super hot or like someone just as hopeless as them, maybe even worse than them. And then they're like constantly like going back and forth, like, why did we employ this person who's even worse than us? And kind of see like a new dynamic. What do you guys think about that?
It's kind of like in Friends when they hired Freddie Prinze Jr. Remember he came in and
my
he was the
gosh,
nanny?
yeah.
Like, I think it would be really funny if they started
totally
jumping
forgot
into like
about
getting
that.
a nanny because she's so new age, and then Danny having a problem with, like it would just be really funny.
A very attractive Manny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's always like the hot blonde, isn't it? It's always like the sexy one that sleeps, with the husband. So then the other way around, and then like Mindy can like flirt with him, and then we find out he's actually gay, so it's completely okay.
Yeah,
but like they just
absolutely.
keep it up. Like we should just become writers of the show. Like I'll call you after the show, Mindy, and we can maybe set up writing next week's episode. Yeah.
Sounds great.
What did you guys think of Mindy's? We'll get in the whole storyline of what happens with Colette and Morgan in a minute, but what did you think of Mindy's reasoning for wanting to go back to work? It wasn't out of boredom, turns out. She talks to Leo saying, hey, this is something I know how to do well, and I want you to be proud of me. What do you guys think of that? You think it was on theme with the show? Or do you think it was kind of out of character?
Oh no, I really liked it actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm all for the fun and all of that, but I do like a message at the end of the day, and that's what I like about the Mindy Project. Is it is really funny, but there is always a bit of a message at the end of the day, and it kind of always finishes on that note. And I actually thought, do you know what? I'm all for that because I felt like the same person. I can't do a lot of things. All I can do, I'm like a Maltese Shih Tzu dog. I just kind of run around and make a lot of noise. That's all I can do. And I was kind of like, do you know what? That's your thing. In life we all have our things that we're good at and we're bad at, and I think that's how she keeps her sanity. She's a bit of a hot mess, but that's why we love her. But it's good. You need to have one thing that you're good at and succeeding in. So I think that keeps her sane. So Mindy, get back to work. I'm team Mindy, go back to work. What do you guys think?
I'm team Mindy go back to work. I mean, that's where she thrives. So that's like, it's fun. And it's also for me watching. It's fun because her dynamic with her at the office is hilarious.
Oh
so
my
it's like, I
gosh.
want more of her at the office for me, selfishly. Leo can just, stay at home. But no, I think she needs to find a balance. But I do want her to. I want her back at the office because
She loves it.
she loves it.
Yeah, what was that? That line that she says, oh, I really love slicing up women. I'm really glad I became a surgeon.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. Yes. Yes.
So
and
perfect.
even in her book, like Mindy Kaling always mentions something about like serial killers and how she's like terrified of them. So I thought it was hilarious that she brought that line in. It was perfect. And it fit, she needs to go back to work. It's her thing.
Absolutely. And then Danny's dad has a heart attack. This kind of comes out of nowhere at the end of the episode. How is this going to make things work? Mindy wants to go back to work. She's getting to go back to work, but kind of for the wrong reason here at the end. So is this something that's going to resolve itself? What do you guys think?
I think so. I think that Mindy, they have a good relationship where she will come out at the end of the day and be like, I need to be at work, even after all of this trauma happens. But I don't know. I don't know how it'll pan out. I mean, I don't know if maybe Danny will just take a step back and not work as much, and maybe we'll find him at home more and helping out with his dad and the baby.
That's what I kind of think, because I really think Mindy, it's very clear Mindy needs to go back to work. She's not a stay-at-home mum. It's great for the mums that can do it, but she's just not that lady. I think it'll almost kind of show Danny that family does come first, and Mindy she's just someone that needs to work for her sanity, and that maybe he can go home a couple of days a week, and he can be a stay-at-home dad just 2 days a week and go to work 3 days a week and find this modern balance. So I think it's almost kind of teach his character a bit of a lesson and help him grow. There we go.
Absolutely.
Getting deep there, people.
Wow.
I know, hallelujah.
Jeez Louise.
We're
Deep ending of the show.
I know, right, guys? I'm such an Oprah fan. I always bring Oprah into every after show, but I try and make her proud at least one moment in any after show I do. And I've got to say, I think Oprah's going to be proud. I think she just tweeted me. Yeah. What's that? She's just texted you as well. I'll tell her to go away. I'll talk to her tomorrow. Yeah. But what do you think? Because you're the smart one out of us. I think
I don't think that's true. I would be happy if Danny's dad is okay and actually joins the cast of characters in terms of being there on a regular basis. So I think it'd be really interesting if we see Danny's dad come back and simultaneously recoup while also helping take care of the baby. I think that could be an interesting kind of storyline. Mindy has somebody staying in her house while trying to raise a baby. I think that could be really interesting, really fun. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I'm never opposed to Ma coming around.
Love Mom.
I'm never opposed to that happening.
It's so good.
It's such a like gross nickname for your mother, like Ma.
Yeah, Ma.
Like to the
Very
dog.
guttural.
Ma, ma, ma.
Like I'd be like so pissed if like my kids one day were like, "Hey, Ma," I'd be like, "Please, just stop talking, please."
I kind of love that though. I kind of like, yeah, my kids can call me by first name, Danny. Like, I love it. Yeah, I think it's fun.
Cool, though.
I'm really curious to see what Mindy's like pronouns are for mom and dad. If she,
yeah.
Well, she
if
said,
the baby
she's like,
says
no papa, no like mama. She's like, I don't want that European
Yeah.
stuff, you know. She's like, it's mom and dad. So, but I'm sure she's gonna get the kid calling her something like Queen
hopefully
or something.
or Beyonce or something like that.
How funny will it be when like Mindy is like a grandma? Can you imagine like
Oh my God.
grandma? Like hopefully they do like an in the future episode, like flashbacks and stuff. Can you imagine like in the future, like Mindy is this like old lady and like just so funny with like a little walking stick, just hitting people and
Any other thoughts on specifically Danny and Mindy from tonight's episode?
I'm kind of happy to let them go because we've got so much other to discuss.
We have a lot of other things to
with
discuss.
with the lesbian in the show now. We've just had it coming out as well.
We
I
do.
think
Before we get to that really fast, I want to tell you guys about Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's a new show on the CW. Mondays, 8/7 Central. Have you guys heard about this one?
no, but fill me in.
It's really
I wanna
interesting. It's
know,
relatable.
yeah.
We've all done something crazy for love. You guys, have you been a crazy ex before?
Never been an ex.
Oh, have you guys had
hasn't
crazy
happened
ex
yet.
experiences?
Might be.
Well, I actually haven't had a crazy. I'm thinking, should I just make something up that's really funny? But that would be lying, and I'm a very
I saw
honest
the
guy.
wheels spinning.
I was like, what can I make up that's really interesting? But you know what? I'm just going to be honest and authentic. I've got nothing there. Nothing. What about you? I feel like the nice Canadian girls like attracted some type of Fruit Loop. Like, have you? I feel like you've got a story, girl. Like, I feel like there's something in you. Like,
I don't. All my boyfriends and ex-boyfriends have been nice enough.
are they all been
Nice
Canadian? That's
enough.
probably
Yeah,
that's
they've all been
probably why.
Canadian.
That's
Don't-
exactly
There
why.
you
That's
go.
why, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell me more about the show. So Crazy
So the show
Ex-Girlfriend.
starts Rachel Bloom, one of TV's 10 hot stars to watch. TV Guide calls it insanely entertaining. And there's a musical element to the show, which is insane.
They have a wicked preview. Like they back in September or maybe August did like a really cool 3-minute
At the upfronts.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was so good.
Insane.
Like a musical number with like panning shots. Like they did a really good job with that.
Yeah,
So,
it's a really big show for the CW, and you guys can check it out again Mondays 8/7 Central right there on the CW. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. So let's get into Colette and Morgan and Jody and all this stuff that was thrown into tonight's show. And the first question I have for you guys is, after meeting Colette last week, did you assume that she was a lesbian?
Absolutely. I mean, you
Yeah.
look at her and you're like, lesbian. But obviously, as a gay guy, I know him. I've got the gaydar on. Gaydar's 10 out of 10 for me. So I saw her and thought, yes, we've got a gay on the Mindy Project. Perfect. But yeah, I knew she was a leslie from day one. What about you girls? Did you know she was a lesbian?
I didn't. I mean, I loved the brother-sister dynamic that came in with that. Like, I think that's hilarious. And I just thought that they maybe had like a weird brother-sister thing going on. But I think it's great. Like, I think it's fantastic.
I know.
And coming out with their brother, like, all in one episode. It was,
Over an intercom?
They're hilarious. Yeah.
I know. It was just so
let me
dramatic.
just do it really quick. Hey, I'm a lesbian, guys.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And then the best part about that was Jody going, no! Back over the intercom. So ridiculous.
What do we think about the whole
gosh.
intercom situation? How funny was it when he's like, now you can't ignore me, and they're just like, oh, shut up, like, off you go. We're not going to listen to you still, even though you've installed
talking
this.
about
Until
leftovers
that
and stuff.
40-digit Wi-Fi password that they miss with Morgan and Tim.
I know.
It's like, oh no.
I think my favorite line from this whole bit was Mindy saying, you need to tell your brother, if you aren't living your true self, what was the whole point of Glee?
I love that.
That is so spot on. A classic example of a joke on a joke on a joke from the show, I think. Any other thoughts on Colette, Jody? Do we like Jody? I know there were some mixed feelings about this last week as a character.
I like him as a temporary character, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I could see him stay because he just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the accent?
Kind of the accent. It's one of those it's like what is it? Ryan Gosling. You know, he has that accent where you don't really know where he's from.
Yeah.
You know he's from Canada because you read stories, but he doesn't have a Canadian accent. It's just like this weird trying to be a Marlon Brando accent. I feel that's what Jody has.
Okay.
And it makes you mad. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of, do you know what? I'm a hater. I love to hate characters. And I was loving everyone on the show. There wasn't anyone I hated. So I was starting to, like, I want to get my rage out. I want to just hate someone. So I hate him. So I'm loving it. Like, I love that I can watch the show and then just badmouth him and you know, and just really hate on a character. It feels great. So I want him to stay just for a few more.
Just to be able to hate on him?
And then he can leave, and then I can just get hating on baby Leo again. Because that's what happened. Like, I was just hating on Leo because I'm like, there's no one for me to hate. So baby
was just
Leo,
the target.
that was a target. You can't talk, you can't fight back. So
When all else fails,
What about you? What about you? Are you for?
I like him. I think it's really funny. Like, I think like
do
the
too.
brother-sister dynamic, the Mindy, like, it's funny. Like, it's great because they didn't have, like, no one was having any conflict. So it's nice to kind of see everyone, like, you know, and everyone in the office that they love him and they refer to him. They're like, oh, he's so fun. He's great. Like, and I don't know. I think he should stay around for a while. I definitely do.
I am gonna join you with that. I actually like him. Again, ask me
And
again in like 6
Southern
episodes.
accent. It's in
Yeah.
Southern Carolina. Like, what is he from? Where is he from? The
I don't
South?
know. It kind of reminds me of a weirder Kevin Spacey from House of Cards, though.
Yeah, but it's like it's
Yeah.
that Southern accent which he's going for, which is why like the whole family values and you know they came up from they're living in the big city. Like I think it's cute. I think it's a fun storyline. I think they're very
Absolutely.
out of place. You know the gingham shirt that he's been wearing. Like it's cute.
I'll meet you in the middle. I'll meet you
Oh,
in the
fine.
middle.
I'll jump on the train as well. He can stay. He can only stay if you come back. Come on as a mermaid as well. Yeah.
And
duh.
speaking of which, we actually have to wrap it up in a few minutes. So I want to ask you, Allie, what are you working on right now?
So I just wrapped filming a TV series on Netflix called Mako Mermaids, where
Nice.
I am a mermaid,
Mermaid,
and
yes.
we film in Australia,
I know.
which is fantastic. So yeah, I've been I was there for 5 months and then 7 months the year before. So I just wrapped filming on that.
Awesome.
Great.
What is it like to play a mermaid?
Okay, you think it's very, very glamorous, but then at the end of the day, we're filming lots of times underwater in chlorine. So, like, swimming with your eyes open at the end of a 10-hour day.
oh
You're
my
oh
God.
my gosh, and your hair is chlorine, and you go home and you try and get the chlorine off. And that's the only bad part. But other than that, it's magical. It really is.
What do you wear to like cover your legs? Because on the show, because I watched the original show. I haven't seen
Yeah.
your show yet. But what do you like? How does it? Because it looks so real. Like what is
We
that?
have crazy tails that are like prosthetic tails, like beautiful. Like it's like a corset to get in, and they're heavy, and it's crazy. But what we do, like it takes 10 minutes to get in there, and then they weigh us down, and then we have people pushing us to the bottom of a pool, and you're just kind of holding your breath and doing your mermaid
That's
swim.
crazy.
Can you actually swim in it though? Or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like you can't bend your knees, so you get like that true
they're like-
mermaid movements. Yeah.
And what's kind of the show about? Just give us a quick. What can we expect to see in
The
the
show
show?
has everything. I
Yeah.
mean, there's love stories in it. There's magic. We have moon rings, so we have like magical powers. So there's tons of magic. And then this season that I just finished filming, there's a water dragon. So for us filming, it was us reacting to a tennis ball for most of it. But I have seen the
alright.
post production, and it looks really great. So
That's
That's
exciting. There we go. Like I've met a real life mermaid. I'm
Exactly.
so excited.
There you go.
I know.
Before we go, we're all super fans here of the Mindy Project. Can you name let's say five other shows you're a super fan on? What's on your recently watched list? Is it embarrassing? For me, it's like House Hunters and Gilmore Girls, and I hate admitting it,
Ooh, Gilmore
but it's
Girls.
there.
Yes.
Lorelai, like she is forever my
yeah.
soul sister.
Lorelai the best.
Top of the list.
And
Amazing.
Team Jess, let's be real. Team Jess. No, I'm alone.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I'm not supporting that. But what about you? We want to know you. What are your top five?
Okay, well, when I was in Australia, it was non-stop Friends was on
Friends?
every night. So I've watched from beginning to end every single episode in the last like 5 months. So I'm
Okay.
obsessed. I like quote Friends all the time because I love it, as I did tonight with the whole
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze Jr. because it's fresh on my mind. I've been watching The Voice, which I
Okay.
thought I don't love lots of reality shows, but I love The Voice. I've been watching Modern Family.
Nice.
I was watching Scream Queens for a little bit.
It's a good one.
which is fun.
Yeah.
Like it's a fun show. And then American Horror Story is I love it.
I still have to get into that. I
Was
watched
that
the
5
first
or was that
episode.
6? I
That was
don't
fun.
know.
That was
Oh,
fun.
fun.
So
Okay,
yeah.
I did good.
Right
They're
on.
all great shows.
Well, unfortunately, we have to wrap it up and get out of here. But thank you so much for joining us, Allie. And why don't you tell everybody at home where they can find you on social media?
So find me at Allie Bertram, ALLIEBERTRAM on Instagram and Twitter.
There you go. And then you can obviously find me at Dan Babic on Instagram, and I'll give you my Twitter as well, at Dan Babic _. So please tweet me and follow me. It's been great, guys, and I'm in love with you guys. I love this panel. Let's do it again soon.
Yes.
Love. Amazing.
Leslie?
I'm Leslie. You can find me on Twitter at Leslie M. Ambriz.
And I'm Cameron Lurs. You can find me at The Only Camshaft, Twitter and Instagram. Use the hashtag ABTV Mindy Project. Let us know what you think of the show, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Afterbuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the Afterbuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterbuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of Afterbuzz TV.
Buzz you later, guys.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.